Well, Forbes, are you ready to just roll straight into your second act of the second half? Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm, Great Expectations Dickens-themed library welcome to Dave!
I'm Dave. I'm not Molly's dad, just to be clear about that. Hi, Molly's dad. Is that a duck in your pocket? Or are you just pleased to see me? Everyone here had very great expectations. I think I'm number 7 of 10 tonight. Some of you were going, oh, another one. Some of you were going, oh, another one! Just like Brenda from Bristol. I just love when the elections are on, they get these old folk on TV with these fantastic one-liners that just seem to summarise everything up. There was one this week. Someone asked her, who are you going to vote for? And she goes, well, not the red man or the buffoon. That kind of summed it up pretty well. And there was the lady from Uxbridge who referred to Johnson as that filthy piece of toe rag. Just amazing skills on these old people. They have a lifetime of just refining their internal thoughts into something really pithy and succinct, and they can just get there, summarise it in one sentence. I haven't got there yet, despite my appearances. My Aunt Maud was fantastic at this stuff. I mean, she was so good at these interpretations. I mean, she could even predict what I was going to say next, and everyone around her, she'd just be trying to finish their sentences all the time. Absolutely incredible skills. And my concern, when you think about it, a lot of these, as people are getting older, I really feel it's this pressure of time. You really are you cut out the bullshit, go straight to the important points. And this skill, I think, is developed over many years, but there's only a small amount of time that you actually have to really exercise this skill before it's gone. It's quite remarkable. The trouble is, with a lot of old folk, is that they don't always understand what you're saying. Particularly with my Aunt Maud, you'd have to say things really slowly, and if you didn't understand what you were saying, you'd have to cut the jargon. You'd say, slow it down, really enunciate words differently, put emphasis on different syllables, and eventually she'd get it, and then she'd have no idea really what you were talking about in the first place. And I really do feel that whoever invented these personal voice assistants like Siri and Alexa had my Aunt Maud and many of our beloved relatives in mind, because with Siri and Alexa, you say things, they have no clue what you're saying, you have to really speak slowly, clearly, and enunciate things really differently, and they try to complete your sentences for you, and they often get it completely wrong. It's an absolute nightmare, these things. But I think one of the things that is quite sad, as you get older as well, is that you struggle to pay attention. Particularly with Aunt Maud, I could say whatever I liked under my breath, she couldn't hear me. But with me, it's things, everyone here has probably got something that they discover that they start listening to and they just can't remember it's come to the end. I mean, I'm like this with weather forecasts. Does anyone else have this problem? The weather forecast comes on, but you're waiting. I do this so many times. I'm focusing on when they start to talk about this area, Thames Valley, Reading. Just give me a word I can hear. And the next thing I know, I'm hearing about Wednesday's weather system coming in, and I've completely missed what's happened. It's completely bizarre. And the same thing, you go into a train station, and you hear sort of blah, 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 blah. There's a message for you at the front desk. So you go up to the front desk, because was it me they were talking to? And there's about 20 other people who've all had the same problem, looking at each other, saying, was it me? No. I'm sure he said Mr. Marshall. No. Mr. We're a singer. No, it was Mr. Patel. And you're all there sort of milling around. It's absolutely ridiculous. But you don't get this problem with Siri and Alexa. These things are listening to you all the time. You cannot say anything without them hearing what you're saying. It's really quite scary. And it's a bit like this with my wife. I sometimes find that most of the conversations that I start, or she starts with me, are you listening to me? I don't have that attention span. It is absolutely crazy how we just can't do this. And I wonder, am I creeping in to this stage of my life where maybe my memory's going and is dementia creeping in? And that's one of the things that really concerns me. I heard a story recently, a friend of mine, his mother was a concert pianist, and she got dementia, went into an old people's home, and you could sit her in front of a piano, she could play anything, but she couldn't remember, you know, what she had for breakfast or what her son's name was. And there was a guy who was in a nursing home, and they had real trouble keeping him there because he trained as a mechanical engineer, and he could always figure out how to open the windows and escape. They were always sending out search parties for him. And it's a really weird feeling to have all those deep down skills that just keep coming back, despite everything that you've learned. Everything goes away except that core. And it was a real problem for my Aunt Maud, who was basically a stripper. Didn't go down well in the care home. Absolutely. Well, she was actually an erotic dancer, but every time I asked Siri to show me erotic dancers, I used to get loads of videos of dad dancing. Because I kept thinking I was saying erratic dancing. Anyway, I'll leave you with this one thought. When it's my time to go, I still haven't decided yet whether I'm going to be cremated or buried. But I wonder if I go for cremation, I change my mind. Is there going to be a cooling off period at the crematorium? Anyway, I've been Dave. Thank you very much.